I have something for you. You know what? Look at this. Pork sukka, guys. This looks so delicious, and it is. So come, let's make some.
And to make this delicious pork sukka, I've taken here 1 kilo of pork. It's fatty pork. Now let's start marinating it. First, we are going to add in salt to taste. I've taken here about 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of meat masala, half a teaspoon of cumin seed powder, 3 green chilies slit fine, 3 onions which are sliced and put nicely in that. Here I've taken here 1 full pod of garlic, which I'm going to pound or crush it and put it in. Now in goes your crushed garlic, 1.5 inch of ginger which you need to julienne and add it in the mid. A few curry patta leaves or curry leaves, a handful of green coriander chopped fine, and lastly we are going to add in 2 tomatoes chopped fine. Now we are going to mix this nicely so that it gets well marinated. So put your hands in the meat and just give it a nice rough massage. Now see that you mix everything nicely so that the onions and the tomatoes and the masala gets well blended with the meat. So squeeze it well. Now we are going to add in half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and also going to mix it in the meat. So you can see I have nicely mixed the meat, and now I'm going to keep it to marinate for at least about 10 to 15 minutes. Now you can see this meat is deliciously marinated, and now we are going to do the next step. Now here I've taken a broad pan and I'm heating it, and now directly without adding the oil, I'm directly going to add in the meat in this. Now keep this on a high flame and you are going to stir it in so that the meat doesn't get burned till it releases its own water. Now you can see we have already been stirring this meat for some time, and the meat has already started releasing water. You can see this. And now we are going to cover the meat with the lid and cook it till it is done or it becomes quite moist. Let's check how our meat is going on. And here you can see it has released quite a lot of water. I don't think there is any need of water over here. And you can see it looks so delicious and lovely. Now we have to cook this till the meat becomes nice and tender. In case you feel it is hard and you require a little extra water, you can add hot water. But so far this doesn't require any water. Now as our pork is cooking, let us just take the dry masalas and keep it ready for the final garnish. Here I have taken here 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1/4 teaspoon of clove powder, all powder forms, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Now we are going to mix this nicely. Now here we are taking a small pan in which I am going to add in 2 tablespoons of oil. And in that, the powder which we have kept reserved, we are going to add in this. And just cook it only for about 2 minutes. Now we are going to put this powders which we have already fried into the meat and give it a good stir. This is going to make the meat very fragrant, and you will see the taste will change in no time.
Let's chop some handful of green coriander very finely. And there we go. That's how your green coriander should look like, very fine. And now let's go to the next step.
Now you can see this pork has got a lovely color and it looks so tasty. I just taste and see what it requires. I think it requires a little salt, so here goes in salt to taste. Give it a good mix once again. And you can see it's almost ready. Now we are going to give it a final garnish, and that is going to be the green coriander. Here, let's give it a nice mix, and you can see your delicious pork sukha is ready. This will taste best if you keep it one more day extra in the house. Don't eat that same day. But here I don't think anybody is going to keep it. My children are already waiting for it. So now I'm just going to put off the gas, and then we are going to plate it and show you. Look at this.
And your delicious pork sukha is ready. Guys, look at this. It looks so delicious and so amazing. It's mouth watering and super drooling. So come, let's try some. Oh yeah. Wow, the flavors are amazing. It is so soft, so flavorful. Look at this. Come, let's have this. And by the way, like, share, subscribe and comment what you want to see next. Subscribe kor. Chal khaya. Bye bye.